It's time for Cigar Talk, the fastest growing cigar show in the nation. Whether you're a new cigar enthusiast or a cigar aficionado, we have something for everyone. Bringing you the best interviews, cigar reviews, and weekly giveaways. So grab yourself a cigar.
It's time to light 'em up.
Welcome back to Cigar Talk. I'm your host, Rob Jones. We have co-host Bryant Falconer in the studio. How you doing, brother?
Hey, man, I'm doing good.
So what's been going on?
Hey, chilling, working, trying to keep my back right.
Did you get your back feeling right?
Yeah, heat and rest.
Heat and rest.
Heat and rest, bro.
Nice. You work today?
Yes.
Bummer.
Yeah, I'm sitting there looking like a 90-year-old man at work with that heating pad and everything else in my chair. But hey, I had to make sure I can make it through, so.
I hear you.
We made it.
So what are you smoking tonight?
Tonight I'm smoking McAuliffe Torsador.
McAuliffe Torsador.
Torsador.
What's that stick cost?
$4.
$4. $4. Well, I'm smoking another Lunatic, the Flying Pig edition, whatever that's called.
You say this is it.
I don't know what it's called, but it's the same thing as the Flying Pig. And I'll tell you what, it's Aganorsa leaf. I'm all over it.
I hear you,
I'm
bro.
enjoying it.
I hear you, bro.
I didn't know Jay even had these. And that now that he's had them, if you want one, you better get down there.
How many's left?
One.
Oh, yeah, I got to get down there before you get back.
Tell us about what's in the news, brother. Yeah.
Today, the Half Reel put out about court delays FDA product approval requirements for premium cigars indefinitely.
So I want to speculate because I'm not sure exactly what that means, but what it sounds like is the predicates will no longer be required.
Yes, sir.
Is that what you think?
Yes, sir. And the three that went together, Cigar Association of America, Cigar Rights of America, who we talk about a lot, and Premium Cigar Association, they were suing the FDA because of the 2016 ruling. And that was to put the predicates. And then it lumped cigar smoking in with other tobacco products that, we shouldn't be a part of.
Right.
We shouldn't be nowhere near.
We shouldn't be because we're not putting chemicals and all that other trash.
And part of those were like, cigar and pipe tobacco with hookahs and e-cigarettes and vapes.
Now, does that expunge them as well, or is it still so it's across the board, or for cigars?
It said it actually said just premium cigars. So that's the great part about it. And then it grandfathered in any product marketed prior to 2007, February 15th of 2007. So the FDA went, we know it went after premium sticks.
Yeah.
And there was...
Man, they were going after
just
everything.
Yeah, just sticks. And we saw that legislature not just hit in the Fed courts, but a lot of states, because look what happened in California, and being here in Texas, that's one thing I love is the ability to enjoy your rights. They allow you to do it here. And Cigar Rights of America and those other two associations said, no, we're not a part of that. We don't put chemicals. We don't add these things to tobacco to, I guess.
Well, I wonder though if maybe they're still going to make sure that we're not doing infused tobacco.
Yeah.
Because that still could be a possibility.
Most definitely.
Because, you could make an argument that would appeal to younger people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, and me, I don't care. I don't smoke infused cigars, so it really wouldn't impact me. But as long as it's not, a health risk, then I don't have a problem with it. Because if that's what you enjoy, that's what you enjoy.
And that's the best part about it, because it allows us to continue enjoying our premium sticks.
Right.
Without that craziness added on to it. People believe what they want to believe, but we know the truth, and cigar smoking is it's nowhere near as detrimental as cigarettes, vaping. These things are proven that they are destroying human bodies. But who have you known, truly, that a cigar has, I can't think anybody.
I don't know anybody that's had any problems with cigars, hookahs, and vaping.
Okay.
Now, cigarettes, yeah.
Every day.
If you're smoking cigarettes all day long and you're inhaling,
God, man.
And I know, it's easy to bash on vapes, but I've read some articles that was defuncting that.
Yeah, and it's a lot of those that were manufactured. When people do things on their own, you change stuff.
Right.
And that's where a lot of the issues were coming from. People were making their own vapes.
Yeah. And there was
these
people,
chemicals,
and
man.
people were making their own juices.
Yes,
and I
yes.
mean, nobody knew where they were coming from. You don't want me making juice.
We don't want you making a lot of things.
Right. But
and then handing it off.
But what I mean is, if you stick with, I think that could be regulated instead of just saying no.
Yeah. If
You know what I mean?
stick with the original formula.
And I'm not a scientist. I don't know. I'm just saying.
We're glad you're not a scientist.
if it's not harmful and it proves not to be harmful, leave them alone.
Leave them alone. Yeah. Leave them alone.
If you're an adult, let you be an adult.
Well, I mean, look at it. Now they took it from 18 to 21. So what term's an adult now?
That's a good question. I mean, it kind of depends on whether or not the government wants money from you or not.
Yeah, see, you can still at 18 can sign your name on that blank check for Uncle Sam and go fight for your country and give your life, but you can't have a cigar.
Hey, well, there were people wanting to lower the voting age to 16.
Yeah.
Which I think would be ridiculous.
Because the 16, I don't mean to offend anybody, but 16-year-olds today, yeah, nah.
No, I mean, even think about when we were 16.
Dude, we were a little bit more, can I say, adept to what life had. We weren't entitled. We
weren't. But at the same time, our sense of direction
was nowhere near what it is today.
Who
was straighter?
The ones today.
Yeah. For real?
Oh,
I
dude.
don't think so. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Dude, I have this hope of what the younger generation's doing now. Way better than what we did.
Hope.
Well, I mean, time will tell. But I think for the most part, the younger people are way more, in some areas, more mature than we were.
Well, they're a lot more educated.
Right?
Yeah, they have, technology-wise, they have the ability to learn and see things immediately, where with us, we had to do a little bit more researching. You had to seek a little bit. There was actually a reason for a library when we were coming up. Today, the library is in your hand.
True.
Because Google, it's nothing you can say, well, I'm going to go into Google and you can find it.
Dude, you don't even have to go into Google. It's like tonight when you get in bed, you're like, oh, look, there's something I was talking about earlier.
Oh, yeah. Because you remember the other day when we were taping and my phone just started talking about what we were talking about and it was off at first. And that just, I was like, wait a minute, that was off. And then it just started talking. I said, okay, here we go. Here we go. But today, I don't know. I mean,
it's a toss up because it's night and day.
Yeah, being a cop in the 2000s, going into 2010s and 11s, I've seen things with children that made me think, oh God, where are we going? Where are we going?
But then you can flip that around and say, wow, we've come a long ways.
I pray we flip it around. I really do.
No, I'm just saying you flip around your audience because, I mean, look at where you were, first of all, East St. Louis.
Yeah.
So
I'm talking about my hometown.
I've been there.
Yeah.
But you think about, I mean, it's not the same everywhere you go.
Nah, it isn't.
It kind of is, but it kind of isn't.
But you look at the scope of everything and where mindsets are going. I just pray that I have to have the hope that you have. I have to. I just haven't seen evidence.
Well, I mean, look at your own kids. Look at my kids.
It took butt whoopings. They got what I had. They didn't get what the law told me I couldn't do. They got what I gave, what I was given.
But there's still a different mindset than what we had.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can give you that. Yeah. But it took me instilling some things in them, too. It's not that you can ask my children. They know that they don't, nothing is given to them. They understand the value of work, a hard day's work. That's what gets you what you need and what you want. Nobody's going to give you anything. And if you keep going through life thinking somebody's going to give you, you're going to be just what you see. I used to make my son ride with me on Wednesdays because we used to think that was the slowest night during the week.
Right.
But he amazed me when he started noticing things. He's like, Daddy, that same dude be on the same corner every Wednesday. I was like, it ain't just Wednesday. It's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. He stands right there because he has no hope. He has nothing else to do. And I said, if you allow yourself to get caught up in that mindset that people owe you, that's where you'll be. Sitting there waiting on somebody to give you something instead of you going out and getting it on your own. So him now, you can't find him without a job. He looks for a job when he has a job. I was like, nothing wrong with having 2 and 3 of them. The problem is when you don't have none.
Yeah, that's when you have the problem.
God.
So, excuse me.
Watch out, man.
So anyway, let's do our top 6.
Go ahead.
Pick 6 this week.
You going first with me?
Your choice. I'm gonna let you pick tonight.
You go first.
Okay, I'll go first. I'm happy to go first because, I don't think you're gonna measure up.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
oh.
So anyway, my first pick, right out the gate, is this lunatic Maduro flying pig.
Hey.
Even though it's not what it's called.
It's what you think it is.
I went back to this one today because I enjoyed it so much last time.
That's the beauty of it, man. When you want to go back,
Right. And then my next one is the Toro Box Press Aganorsa Leaf Maduro.
I saw you with that.
Good
one.
stick.
Yeah.
Good stick. It's been a while since I had the Aganorsa
That's
Leaf.
a good stick, man. That's a good stick. You making it hard right now.
Well, then I went with the Ashton VSG. Step that one up. It's been a long time. It's been a very long time. And I got to say, thank you, Scott, because he led me to that one. And, I like to go in the humidor with Scott and Jay sometimes because they'll pick something out that I
especially
either haven't found or something that I haven't had in a long time.
I love saying that to Scott, man. Just pick me out something. He comes out with some jewels, man.
Oh, he really does.
Dude.
Because sometimes you get in a rut.
Yeah.
And it's like you only will go to your top like 5 sticks.
It's like a homing
you
pigeon.
know where you're going. But then when you start looking at everything, even an experienced cigar smoker like myself and you get confused because there's just so many sticks.
And then like that kid in the candy shop.
You
Your eyes get too big.
Bring an expert in with you. Hey, man, what do you think?
What do you think today? Surprise me. And
Yeah.
you pull out, I never
And
thought
next
about
thing
that.
you know,
Yeah.
you're like, man, yeah.
Thank you, bro.
That's my 3 this week is the Lunatic, the Aganorsa Leaf, and the Ashton VSG.
Okay. My number 1, CAO, Amazon Basin.
Oh, nice. How many of those are left?
Not enough.
There's not very many of those
Not
left.
enough.
Now, with this new thing, I wonder if CAO will change their mind and keep making them because,
pray.
they were going to take them off the
Yes,
market.
I pray they do, man. That's a good stick, man. It would be terrible because I'd have to go get and drop them in the bottom of the humidor and then pray I never get back to this level again.
No. See, here's what you're doing wrong.
What's that?
When you put, let's just say you got 5.
Uh-huh.
You put 5 in there.
Mm-hmm.
You put 1 in the bottom and the other 4 in the middle.
Right, 2.
And then whenever there's something good going on, smoke one.
Yeah.
Don't make it to where it's at the bottom and now I have to smoke one.
Well, I don't want to get to the bottom of it again.
I know you don't, but it happens.
Oh, yeah, because it happened this time. My number 2 was the La Aurora, Cameroon.
The La Aurora?
La Aurora,
La Aurora.
Cameroon.
I don't know. You know what?
What's that?
I'm going to have to throw one more on mine.
Oh, gosh.
Because earlier today, I smoked a New World AJ Fernandez Cameroon.
How was that?
Oh, dude. That wrapper, when you put your lips on it and it starts getting wet a little bit, it's like oily, sticky velvet. It feels amazing.
I'm going to have to try that. My number 1 is going to be the Placencia Almafreta.
Oh, nice. Which size stick did you get on that? Oh, the Figurado.
Yes, sir.
That's my favorite of that stick.
Yeah.
I'd like the box press hexagon shaped, but that Figurado to me is the best one. That's a good one.
I was in heaven.
Hey, so let's talk about our sponsors for a minute.
Hey.
We got Foe to 42
And?
with McAuliffe Cigars. And if you have not become an ambassador by now, I don't know what's going on. It's, you know what? And it's funny though. I still keep getting people message me. And it's like, hey, I signed up to be an ambassador. And I'm like, really? Where you been? Where have you been?
Where's that rock at you been under? Especially if you're listening to this show.
Right. So anyway, go by our website. You click on the link that says Become a McAuliffe Ambassador. And it'll take you over there. They'll send you out your own challenge coin with their logo and your own number.
Yes, sir.
So every coin is numbered. And, dude, they have a line, I want to say 16 facings.
Yeah.
And there's a cigar for everyone.
Anywhere in there.
I mean,
and it hits your pocket to the point where, like we said, from 4 to 42, you have no excuse. You have no excuse to enjoy a premium cigar from a great company, because we know what McAuliffe does for not just their consumers, but for the community, for brick and mortars, for other cigar companies. They put out this business plan that is just like spot on, man. So if you have not tried a McAuliffe stick,
oh, you're missing out.
Right.
You're missing out. I mean, long before they became our sponsors, they were go-tos for us. So definitely go by and check them out. Become an ambassador if you haven't.
Free.
And you can go be part of the Facebook private group.
Free.
Huge community.
Yes.
Huge community. Great community.
Yes.
I was not able to get on the other night whenever Bill and Orlando did their show, because I was doing editing for our show. Yeah. But I can't wait to get on there and have some fun with those guys too. So anyway, what do we got coming up after the break?
You tell me.
So I thought we would do... You know what? I'm going to save it. It's a secret. It's a secret.
We know how Rob's secrets
You don't
are.
know. Well, you don't know something I know.
Oh, God.
And so I'm going to lay it on you as soon as we come back from the break. So you guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back, Cigar Talk. We're sitting here hanging out in the studio, wondering what the rest of the show's going to hold for everyone. So... I don't think you know about this.
Okay.
But on the Discord server, and if you guys haven't joined our Discord server, that's where we hang out and talk with everybody. It's kind of like all-in-one Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of people that come hang out and shoot the breeze, show off their sticks.
Yeah.
Anyway, I asked a question the other day. I said, I need some help. I need 10 questions for Bryant that I can ask on the show.
Oh Lord. Okay, let's do this.
So we got questions.
Let's do this.
For the queen.
No, the king.
The
baby.
king. See,
king,
the star of the show.
No.
There we go.
You're the ruler. I'm just the king.
All right. So this question was from Texas Taco.
Okay.
You know who that is?
Yes.
Who?
He's on the Discord.
I know, but you know who that is?
I don't know him by that
That's
type.
Tim.
He called himself Texas Taco?
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
We used to always call each other Paco and Taco growing up.
I'm done. I'm done.
That was our nickname.
I did not know that
Taco
was
and Paco.
Tim. I did not know that was Tim.
Yeah.
But now I can see with the messages that came across. I was like, yeah, that is Tim. Now,
all right. So here's the first one. How many professional sports games have you been to in the NFL, and where?
Oh, St. Louis, San Fran, New Orleans, Dallas, Houston, Seattle.
You been to Seattle?
Yeah,
I was stationed up there.
Stationed up there at Fort Lewis, Los Angeles. I'm trying to think. Baseball wise,
You didn't say baseball. It's just NFL.
just NFL. Yeah,
So that's
it.
those.
Yeah,
I've only been to the Cowboy Stadium,
I can understand.
and
that.
every time I went, they lost.
Keep going. Keep showing up. I'm gonna get you a season pass.
Hey, let me tell you something, dude. We went for a Monday night game against the Redskins,
And they lost.
and we were winning 13-0 with I'm sorry, 3 minutes and 46 seconds left.
Who was the quarterback?
For who?
Dallas.
Oh, who was the quarterback? Shoot, man, goes way back. It wasn't Romo.
So who's the quarterback for Washington then? Because you say for
Mark Brunell.
Oh, so that is back.
Yeah, it was way back.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, old man Mark Brunell throws like a 60-yard bomb, catch, touchdown. They kick it to us, 3 and out. We punt. We pin them back at like the 10-yard line.
Thinking it's over.
No. I already know. I've seen this happen so many times. Mark Brunell throws another 60-yard bomb, touchdown. They win 14-13. Dude.
Wow.
It sucked.
Wow.
And let me tell you, this was in the old stadium.
Yeah.
And in the old stadium, I mean, we were in the upper corner nosebleed.
Ooh.
Like there was only 2 rows behind us.
Okay.
So, but the cool thing was, up above us was in those boxes, that's got the glass windows. Michael Irvin was sitting in one of them.
Oh, so you
dude in front of us had a Michael Irvin jersey on, and Michael was like, "Throw me up that jersey, I'll sign it for you."
Ooh,
dude takes his jersey off
immediately.
We're all handing it back up to him. And he signed it, gave it back to the dude. You know, it made that dude's night, dude.
In St. Louis, I was in both stadiums, Old Bush and the TWA Zone.
I didn't know the TDA.
That's when the
TDA.
Rams were there.
Oh, okay.
And I was a firefighter at the time, and they gave us free tickets. We went to see them play Green Bay when Brett Favre was still the quarterback. And it was ugly. Because Favre, I don't care if he could throw 13 interceptions and still throw 14 touchdowns.
Yes.
Because he didn't care. And the old game was the Cardinals against the Cowboys.
Do you think anybody is comparable to the gunslinger?
Jim Kelly was. Because he didn't care either. He'd throw 13 interceptions and 14 touchdowns, too.
Totally different styles, though.
Yeah, they were gunslingers.
But
Warren Moon.
Favre was just all over the field.
Yeah. And then he was hard with it because he would run.
Right.
He would run. And he wouldn't run out of bounds either.
No.
He wouldn't run out of bounds. But
now, I don't consider Warren Moon at all like him.
Right.
Because he was precise.
Yeah, but he was a gunslinger.
Yeah, but
you put him back there. That's all he refused to run.
They ran the spread offense.
Yes, he refused. And there were times where holes would open up in that line, and he'd still sit there like, nah.
And then he would go home and beat his wife.
Here we go.
I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying.
But like, the first game I ever went to was in Busch Stadium to see the Cardinals play the Cowboys. And Vasikahima put something on the Cowboys.
Really?
Him and Stump Mitchell.
Hey, all right, here's the second part of that question.
Go ahead.
Does he smoke with his left hand?
Nope, right hand.
There you go. All right, so this one is from Adam.
The shaved
dude. Yeah,
you put them 2 braids on his.
Yeah, but did you see what was in the background?
Yeah, I saw what you took his in-laws down.
Who is the one person, dead or alive, you would have liked to smoke the stick with?
Jesus.
Oh, dude.
He performed his first miracle at a party, changed water into wine. So you don't think he would be chilling back like, come on, man. But truthfully, dead or alive? Dead or alive. Colin Powell.
He's alive.
Yeah. He said dead or alive.
So you could still have one with him.
Colin Powell.
You should write him a letter and say, hey,
I would love to sit
I'm
down
the
with him.
Star of Cigar Talk. You should have a cigar.
I'm the co-host.
You should smoke with me.
I'm Ed McMahon of Cigar Talk. Johnny Carson told me to
anyway. So Colin Powell.
Yes.
That's a good pick.
Yeah,
That's
I like
a good
Colin
pick.
Powell. Because when I was in the military, I was sandwiched between Colin Powell, Schwarzkopf, and General Waller. Waller was my commander at Fort Lewis, and he was also Schwarzkopf's second in command when we went over to Iraq the first time. And that's who I knew. You know, I was under these generals. You see what I'm saying? So that's who I looked up to: Powell, Schwarzkopf, and Waller.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right, the next question comes from Thomas, Jack's Rocks.
Jack's Rocks.
And his question is, would you smoke a cigar with Robert Johnson and the devil at the crossroads?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I love the Lord, and I know he with me, and he be watching, like, don't go too far, but that would be a great... you do know who Robert Johnson was,
yes,
right?
Yes,
and what
yes.
he could do with a guitar. Oh, man. I just wouldn't take that left.
Here's an interesting question.
What's that?
This comes from B Large.
I don't know who that is.
On Discord.
Okay.
One thing you don't like about the cigar community.
Politics.
That's solid. That's solid. I'm the same way.
Yep, politics.
I mean, like when we do herfs, I don't let that get in there.
Keep it away.
I don't want to hear it. If you're on Facebook and you post political posts, I usually unfollow you. I'm just saying.
I understand.
It's like, I love seeing when people post pictures of their cigars, the lounge they're at, family events.
There are a billion other conversations we can have at the lounge.
And the politics is a divider, not a uniter.
And not a uniter. Yes,
so I'm with you on that one. So here's another one. This is from JT.
Okay.
Which of the yummy bitches is your favorite?
Which one did you smoke tonight, bro? Yes, sir.
Which one?
Sweet
Jane?
Mm-mm.
Sweet Rose.
Yeah.
Sweet Rose?
That's not it.
No, it was Sweet Jane.
Yeah. Sweet Jane, baby. Big Bottom Betty is.
My son smoked that tonight, by the way.
And that aroma was coming. I was like,
dude, I was sitting here going, open the door.
Yeah. Anyway.
Open the door.
Anyway.
My son was like, that one has some flavor. And I said, yeah, shit.
It's Sweet Jane, but I love Betty, though. But I buy a Sweet Jane every night.
I think that's the last question.
Leather Rose is good, too. He shook his head. He said, yep.
Oh.
Okay.
Sean has a question.
Okay.
And it says, tell us one thing about yourself that you think would surprise us. Why is your mouth on the microphone like that?
I'm trying not
that
to
is
say
disgusting.
I'm trying not to say it.
Oh, my gosh.
I am not the type of person
Back in the day,
that takes a dare.
He went by Brianna.
Never. Never. And
you're not a person that what?
You can't dare me. Now there's some things I'm like, nah, that's stupid, that's crazy, that'll get somebody killed or it goes too far. But when I was in AIT in San Antonio, everybody in our company, we had a leave on a Friday, and we went downtown San Antonio to the strip club, and they dared me to get up and on the stage.
Oh my goodness,
dude! I was in perfect shape. Then I had 28-inch waist, 52-inch chest. I had my guns, everything. They was like, "You what?" I said, "Bet me." And everybody's like, "Oh, I got 5." I said, "That ain't enough." Came up to almost $100. I went right up there on the stage.
I had something similar.
Oh God.
No, mine was not near anything like that because I have never been to one of those kind of places. Anyway, we went to the Astros game, and we were sitting right on first base, 12 rows up. So right there. Anyway, we got a pool of people pulling money together for me to run out on the field.
Did you do it?
We didn't get enough money together.
Oh, okay.
We actually Googled it and see what it would cost to get out of jail. We needed $1,200.
And that's what you needed to get out.
And we only came up with $9.
Yeah, so
and I was like, I ain't paying $300 out of my own pocket.
Nope.
So anyway, but
I understand that.
I was like, I'm in.
If they'd have got that price, you'd have been in.
If they would have bought me a couple more beers, I might have been gone for $9. Who knows? But yeah. No, I don't think I'd ever do the standing up on the stage.
Yeah, I did it.
That does not surprise me. So that might surprise Sean. It does not surprise me. So, all right, what were we going to talk about after that? I forgot. I know we got one thing here. I want to talk about this movie called An American Pickle.
Oh, yes.
Have you heard of it?
You was talking
about it.
Have you
seen the
earlier.
previews?
No, I haven't.
Okay, let me tell you the premise. The premise is Seth Rogen falls into a barrel of pickles, and he is preserved for 100 years. Then he comes back to life, perfectly normal, and he meets his great-grandson and whatever. Does that sound like a horrible movie?
Sounds like Sausage Party.
Dude. Looks dumb. It looks
Seth Rogen, man.
I know, but well, on Twitter, someone posted, "Hey, this looks like a good movie." And I was like, "That looks like a dumb movie. I bet it sucks." And anyway, somebody replied to me and said, "No, it doesn't suck, but it's not good." Well, no. If it's not good, it sucks. There's no in between.
Especially not with you.
And not with Seth Rogen.
Yeah, he's either
Seth
good.
Rogen's movies are either a home run or a dud.
Oh, and then he looks like an old man.
Yeah. Dude, it's like he's trying to be Eddie Murphy. Not happening.
Nah. And then they gave it a 5.8 out of 10. Oh, that's cold,
hey,
man.
Well, 5.8 out of 10, maybe that's why they said it's not good and it doesn't suck. So, anyway, no, the other thing we're going to talk about is the Mike Tyson fight.
Yes.
It may get pulled off.
Yes.
So, is that because of COVID?
Part of it. And then the latest issue now is Roy Jones said because of the delay, he's suing to get the money. And he said he may not even fight.
He's suing to get his payday without fighting.
Yeah. He was going to get whooped anyway, man.
No, it's probably a smart move on his part.
Yeah.
But then who is stepping up to take his
It's
place?
supposed to be Evander, man.
Holy Evanderfield?
Yeah.
Evanderfield.
Evander
Holyfield? Pass me another bourbon.
Over. Early times is taking over. But yeah, man, here's the thing. Here's the thing that people need to understand. Mike Tyson is an anomaly. At 53 years old, he can still whoop a 20-year-old or 30-year-old man's behind.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. And if you didn't grow up on Tyson, you can't even realize what a beast he was. Because when he was in his prime, there was just...
Nobody.
There was nobody.
Nobody.
And the thing about it is, if you look back over the course of all professional boxing, at their best, I don't think they could have beat him at his best.
Nobody.
It wasn't even close. He was too fast, he was too strong, and he was too good.
Yeah, he was too. He had a kill streak in him. He still has that kill. He doesn't.
Well, but here's the thing: maybe you saw him fight in the late '90s. That was not Mike Tyson.
No.
But when you watch his training today, it looks like Mike Tyson.
Yes.
It's like it was almost like they just cut 30 years out of the picture and squared it back together. And now he's older, but he's still got that same fight.
That same fire. And it explodes, and his mental capacity is the same, because all he talks about now is killing folks again. And I'm like, you don't want to get in the ring with that, man. You don't. You can't. That's like when Foreman came back. Folks was like, oh, he ain't going to do. Foreman still had power.
Hey, what was that boxing video game we had like from Nintendo?
Knockout. Mike Tyson
you
knockout.
Remember? Body blow, body blow.
Body blow.
Now that's for real. He will take you down with body
He'll
blows.
kill you with that, man. That's what he used. And as soon as your arms dropped, here came that uppercut.
Oh, the uppercut
Here came that
of
uppercut.
all uppercuts.
Man. And it was so fast. There were times where you was like, what did he hit him with? And then they show you the replay. You
In
like,
slow-mo.
like, where did that come from?
Yeah, and because when it's coming up, you see that whole body torque.
Yeah, and then you see the other person's face like, oh, shit.
And then you see the other person's face, and they don't know what happened.
You know what? They don't know where they are.
No.
They're done.
So I can't imagine Evander Holyfield at his age.
Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
Dude, you could die.
Especially against him.
That's what I mean.
Especially against him.
And like the times where he fought Holyfield, Dude, that doesn't even compare to what he's doing now.
Because he wasn't there then. That was during that time when he mentally was not there.
Right.
Mentally, he was not there.
He didn't have his heart in it.
And he didn't have the right team around him.
No, not at all.
Mm-hmm. So, don't get in the ring with Mike Tyson at 18 or 53.
50. Can you imagine? That's your age.
Yep.
Dude, would you get in the ring with him
Heck no.
for $1 million?
I wouldn't have got in the ring with him at 18
For
for
$1 million.
And I could fight then, but I'm not that fighter. I'm nowhere near that fighter.
I think that if you got in the ring with him, and I'm putting myself in there, I think within the first 15 seconds, my jaw would be broken.
First of all,
and I would be dead. my dad used to say, if I got in the ring with him, he'd be hitting me in the back.
Because I'm running. Would you get in the ring with Mike Tyson for one inning? Yeah, because I'm going to run the entire 3 minutes. I can run for 3 minutes. After that, done. I'm going back to ding ding. I'm going back to that stool. Where's my money? We're done.
Yeah. You remember that dude that fought the Bean?
Yeah.
What was his name?
Which one?
You know, the Bean.
Butterbean.
Butterbean.
Yeah.
That dude.
Yeah.
That was a big dude.
He got knocked out. He used to get into these tough man competitions in Detroit, and he went up against a gangland hitman that was 6'5", about 220, but he was a powerhouse. And him and Butterbean went 2 rounds in there, and he knocked Butterbean out, man.
Now, do you remember what was it, like Simba Clark? What was that dude's name? Kimbo Slice. Kimbo Slice.
Kimbo Slice was
a brawler.
He was a brawler, but he was a street brawler. When he thought he could transition that to UFC MMA, and it didn't.
No.
Because he was in a different in the streets, bare knuckles, no rules.
Right.
He was great.
Dude, did you see the one where he busted that dude's eyeball?
Yeah.
That was the most disgusting thing I think I've ever seen.
Dude, he stepped in the ring. He stepped in the ring. He stepped
in the backyard.
In the backyard with him.
Dude, that dude's eye came out of his face, and then he hit the eye, and it mashed it up like a mashed potato.
And they taped that.
Oh.
They taped
it. But did that dude get his eye back?
No, it was done.
That was done.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know what $200 he thought he was going to win.
And
but
that's the thing. They were doing it for like $200-$300.
Yeah.
Man.
That was just backyards fighting.
Yeah,
but you think about it. At Kimbo, I mean, he was a big dude, but he was going around just brawling these guys who had no chance.
And they thought they did, but I'm a fighter. No, you're not.
You're a fighter with a 5th grader.
Yeah, this is a grown man
that's been in some fights.
Yes. Dude, sometimes you just got to wake up and know your boundaries. Okay, I can only go this far. Like I said, I could fight when I was 18, but I wasn't stepping in the ring with Tyson.
Well, let me say this, though.
No.
Like Tyson coming back, I hope we get to see him fight somebody. I don't care who it is. I would just like to see one more fight with Tyson the way he looks now.
Yeah.
Because it looks like the old Tyson. I mean, he's built different now, but he's still solid.
Still solid at 53.
Now,
53.
And I'll tell you this, though. I mean, you think about it. Like, I don't watch boxing anymore.
I haven't. The last I saw was the one with the Gypsy and this last heavyweight boxer.
I don't even know who that is.
And I watched it because everybody kept saying that the Brown Bomber, that's what he called the Bronze Bomber, that's what he called himself, was going to win. I was like, you went to a tie with the dude last time. Dude knows you, man. You can't do it. He knows your weaknesses, and he took it from him. He took the heavyweight title from him. And the guy, he's from England or something like that. He even said, man, I ain't going to step in the ring with Tyson, and I'm the heavyweight champion.
Really? He said that?
He said, no. He said, no, he knows too much, man. He knows too much. He does.
Oh, I agree.
He does. He knows how to he can dissect a fighter from film and then get in the ring and know when your body positions a certain way, what you're going to do. And he has a counter already.
Right.
That's a true a thespian of his sport. That's what he is. He knows his sport. He knows it.
You can't help but telegraph what you're going to do, and he reads it.
And he reads it. Yeah, people have called him, but you didn't have enough on it that you're catching him would stun him. And he kept coming. He kept coming. That's his thing, because he just kept coming. There was no rest.
No.
He kept coming and coming and coming and coming. You like,
dude,
when is this dude going to stop?
Anytime he was moving forward right at you.
Forward.
You
Cutting you
never
off.
saw him
Cutting
on
you
the
off.
ropes.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Not in his prime.
Even when Buster Douglas knocked him out, he wasn't on the ropes. He still was in
No,
the
but I was talking about like when him and Holyfield,
yeah.
when he bit his ear off.
On a pig ear sandwich.
I mean, you're a little out there when you decide to bite a dude's ear off.
He was devastated because
I think he was angry.
he was.
I think
everything he was doing wasn't working.
Right.
Wasn't working. And truthfully, Tyson in his prime, Holyfield couldn't have stood up to.
Oh, not even close.
But he was past that. Everything was done. And it was like they say, it was a perfect storm for Holyfield. Same thing with Buster Douglas. It was a perfect storm. He caught him at the right time, and it was devastating. When he lost to Buster Douglas, it devastated a genre. A generation. We were like, what?
and the second question was, to who?
Yeah. And then this dude's next fight, he gets obliterated.
Right.
Come on.
By a dude who wouldn't stand a chance against the Tyson that we all knew.
We all knew. But everybody has their date, so.
Well, I think Tyson has a good chance to come back and prove that he still has that date.
Tell the truth.
So.
As you see him sparring, you're like, ooh, Lord.
Hey, so let's tell everybody what's going on with the Leaf right quick. So we have talked to Jay.
Yes.
And the inspectors are coming back on next Friday.
Next week sometime.
Okay, so anyway, by the time this show comes out, they should be open.
Hopefully. Yeah.
So, because we're recording like 2 weeks early.
Uh-huh.
So, anyway, Jay, and I've been in there, and let me tell you, man, it looks awesome. Yes. I cannot wait to go down there and smoke cigars. So, after those technical difficulties that the producer fixed, anyway, let's talk about the Leaf.
Yes, sir.
Dude, you've been down there.
Yes, sir. Beautiful. Beautiful.
It looks.
The vision is coming to fruition.
Yeah, it looks so much better than I could have even imagined.
Yes.
And I just can't wait to get in there and relax with a good stick.
That's what I was thinking. It's just being able to get back indoors and sit down with the community, the camaraderie, smoking a good stick, the conversations, the environment, everything in this new Leaf. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The new Leaf. Bringing a lot of the old and Leaf 1.0, 2.0 to the Leaf 3.0, but it's still the Leaf. It's still the Leaf, man.
Yeah, and the thing about Jay is he's very traditional in the fact that he brought certain aspects of the Leaf 1.0
yes, sir.
All the way back to the new.
Yes.
When you go into the humidor, that's the original door.
Yeah.
And the original sign that's hanging above the register, that was the wall sign back when it was at the original.
Wow.
In fact, there still has the holes in the wall when you walk by the original shop.
Where they were.
Yeah. And so we expect them to have, really, I'm thinking by the 26th?
Hopefully.
By the 26th, 27th. Everything should be a go.
Hopefully.
If all the city inspector people pull their head out of their butts, we would be open. But they came by today, told him they will show up next week with everybody that needs to be there.
Yes, sir.
I don't understand why they don't do it that way in the first place. Show up with everybody, knock it out, but instead, no, we got to do one at a time. It's all that bureaucratic stuff like what you do.
I knew it was going there. I saw it going there. I saw you acting like Bill.
Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah,
ooh.
That's what Bill called me, man. Yeah. He called me a bureaucrat from the first time he met. He said, "You're a bureaucrat." I was like, "What?"
Red tape.
Yep.
But anyway, dude, the whole place is just so nice. I love the original brick walls, the concrete floor.
The mural that they left up there.
Yeah. Oh, dude, man. That's real cool. Yeah. Now, is that for was it for brakes?
I thought it was.
I think it's for like a mechanic shop.
And then you look at the roof, the rafters, it's not a finished roof, and that's for a reason. So you see the exposed wood and everything, man. It's just, and then the smell. Oh,
when you walk in that humidor, let me tell you something. I walked in the humidor today. I immediately turned around, opened the door, and said, Scott, I don't think I'll ever get tired of smelling that smell when I walk into this humidor.
Sir. Yes, sir.
It is amazing. They did full cedar
yes.
from the floor all the way around through the ceilings, all the way down both walls on both end walls.
Yes.
And
Totally
dude,
encompassed it with cedar.
Just smells so good when you walk in there. And
it's a clean, crisp smell, too, because you walk in there, you're like, oh, man.
yeah.
And that's just the way you feel like, man, this.
When I walk in there, I say to myself, this is what a humidor should smell like.
Yeah. A professional humidor.
Yeah. But it's amazing. Yeah. But anyway, guys, if you would like to help out brick and mortars, we're going to put Jay's website we're going to put up a page just for the Leaf, and you can call the phone number on there and make any order. Right now, you can't go in there and smoke, but they're doing curbside, and of course, they're doing shipping orders. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you, with the COVID and all that, these brick and mortars could sure use a hand. Yeah. And so I'm going to put this page up. It'll just say the Leaf. You go on that page and you can call up the phone number on there and make an order, and they'll ship it out to you.
The foundation of the community.
And they've got McAuliffe.
Yes.
They've
Camacho,
got Viva La Vida.
Fathers.
Dude, their selection is pretty.
Roma Craft.
Yeah.
Dude.
Across the board.
Totally across the board. Totally. Perdomo. If it's out there 8 times out of 10, you can find it at the Leaf.
Yeah.
Because there are a million sticks, man. So you can't get them all. But those that are quality premium boutiques, the names that have been
the
forever.
fun thing is, I would say the classics.
Yeah, that's what the names.
He has the classics, but the thing about it is, if you think 2 years ago about all the boutiques they brought in, at the time, it seemed like we were getting new cigars, but all those cigars are so good, they've become classics.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Hey, so you know what time it is?
Moose Mountain Goods
It's
giveaway.
time for the Moose Mountain Goods giveaway. So we do a giveaway every week. If you want to register, all you do is go by the website, which is cigartalkpodcast.com. Go to the button that says register. We just ask for your name and your email address. We're not going to blow up your inbox. We are going to do like one newsletter a month. Sir. We've already done the one for August, so the next one will be coming out in a few weeks. But anyway, you'll be in our drawing every week, and right now we're doing a partnership with Moose Mountain Goods Coffee, and so whenever you win, all you got to do is tell us if you want ground or beans, and we'll send it out to you. So this week's lucky winner is Bo Snyder. Bo Snyder. And in order to be the winner, you have to have a 007 in your email address.
I like that, Bo.
007. So, Bo, if you hear your name called, all you have to do is send an email, and in the subject line, put Cigar Talk Winner, and then in the body of the email, put your name, your address, and whether you want beans or if you want ground. And that's all you got to do.
Yes, sir.
So, anyway, we had another topic we were going to talk about.
Patreon.
Oh, the Patreons. Dude, that was where all the questions came from.
Yes.
So, the Patreons are the ones that are responsible for the
growth.
The growth of the show.
Yes.
They really help out in the stuff that we need, and there's always a list of things we need because we want to make the quality show that we can.
Yes.
The best quality, and the Patreons are there with us every month, helping us reach our new goals. And so right now on the books, one of the things that we're looking at buying is another camera, but we're evaluating what we have and seeing what we need to move forward.
Yes, sir.
And so, it's a learning curve.
Oh, most definitely.
If we look back at the original equipment we had when we started Cigar Talk.
Man, that looked like the radio, the mic that Johnny Cash used to sing on.
Oh, dude.
Don't you still have that around here somewhere?
I do have it in here somewhere. You looking around for it. But we did have that in here. I know I've given some of those older mics to Luke.
Okay.
So he uses them. But, when you first start out doing a podcast, you don't know what you're doing.
Nope.
You learn as you go. And the thing about it is, I did a ton of research on Google. Mm-hmm. And I can tell you there's a lot of people putting out some bogus information. Oh, yes. And so it's like, even though you're reading reviews, you don't know if it's sponsored in a way. Oh, yeah, there you go. That's one of the original mics. And you know what? That's actually a Marantz mic.
Yes, it is.
And for the price, it's not bad, but it would be great if you were in a boxed in little studio for one person where there's no other sound.
But
because if you want to hear the air conditioner going, the dog next door barking,
the car going down the street,
it's not
rain on the roof.
It's not for podcasting. So
I remember those days, man. We'd be in here getting ready to tape, and it just started raining. We like, okay, we got to quit.
Oh, dude. Yeah, the rain in a metal roof building is not your friend.
Not at all.
So, but anyway, we want to say thank you to all the Patreons. We do a lot of extra content just for the Patreons to say thank you. We always do a pre-show, and that's usually 30 minutes to an hour of, just me and you hanging out before we do the show, because we gotta kind of get in the rhythm. We got to have a couple of drinks. We got to get ready for the show.
Sir. We got to fill each other out, see where we are.
Yeah, because it changes every time. I don't know if Mel Macho Bryant's going to show up.
No, we have to pull out that list to see how many times a certain word or context is going to come out your mouth.
But I use them all up during the pre-show.
Yeah, you did.
I do.
Thankful. So, especially with your cousin, man.
Dude, you have no idea. You just have no idea. But anyway, we just want to say thank you to all of our Patreons. Yes. You're a very special part of the team, and that's what I consider them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't see it as a Patreon membership. I see it as a Patreon team. Mm-hmm. And so we want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys. This show would be eons back closer to where we started without you.
Yeah.
So we want to say thank you.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, I guess that's going to wrap it up for tonight. Yeah. I guess next week, shoot, man, you know what? We've done a couple of episodes that are going to be, in the bank, ready to go.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to do a Sunday off. We're going to let you spend a little time with your loving wife. Is that the angel singing? Yes. That angel got shot. So, anyway, guys, hope you have a great week. And until next time.